So, quite after quite possibly the most shocking and heart wrenching death of all time, not only in terms of TV but also in gaming, I think it's time that we get ourselves a nice, good heaping bowl of revenge, served nice and cold. And that journey for revenge starts right now. Hey guys, what's going on? It's Daniel Strunk from QuickTime Reactions, and this is my review of The Last of Us Season 2, Episode 3, titled The Path. And that is very much an apt title because we are now on the path for Ellie in seeking vengeance. It's been rough for our heroes after Joel got killed by Abby's contingent of WLF, and it takes them a while to recover. In fact, 3 months pass by, but Ellie is still seeking revenge against Abby and all the people that, were with her when Joel was killed. So, she makes it her mission to find them and track them down and to kill them all. Dina helps out with some of that information, but Tommy is not fully on board because they have to propose this to the council. Will the council give them the right of way to travel to Seattle and basically kill everyone that was involved in killing Joel? We'll have to wait and see. This episode was really heart-wrenching. Just from the opening minutes where we're in the makeshift morgue in Jackson, with the fire surrounding, every bit of the town, and, Tommy's just there, just, cleaning off his brother's corpse, essentially, and Ellie is in the hospital, and she comes to and is just hysteric. Still thinking, probably still in the room when Joel was killed. And like I said in the intro, we cut 3 months forward into the future. And Ellie is discharged from hospital, and she heads back home, and she goes into not only her old room before she moved into the garage, but she also goes into Joel's room. And I have to give major props to the composer for the show. I believe his name is David Fleming, who does the music for the show, but it's all based off of Gustavo Santaolalla's music from the game, and the guitar music that occurs when Ellie is walking through Joel's room, and it's just this soft guitar playing with, like, it's moving really quickly up and down the notes, and it's very beautiful and very articulate. It was the first time that I had actually noticed the guitar music, and it was absolutely stunning to listen to. It was absolutely amazing. Dina stops by to give cookies to her, not as a gift of mourning, but as a peace offering, because she knows information. She knows everybody in Abby's group and who they are working for. And so basically, Ellie's like, why didn't you tell me this earlier? Because Dina was like, well, you would have dragged yourself out of that hospital and went anyway. So I wanted to wait until you were A, healthy, and B, a bit calmer. But Ellie still wanting revenge. She takes this info to Tommy, and he's like, well, we have to, pitch this to the council and see, if they are willing to let, a squad of people go with you to hunt down these people and kill them. Because, the town was rocked when the Horde advanced on them in the last episode. So that was a really nice touch. I also love the touch of the town hall meeting that they have, which was kind of like the midpoint of the episode, where everyone presents their case, and everyone's like, look, we want to help, but we're still recovering from what happened a couple months ago. We're not fully at full strength, so I don't want to risk anybody unless we are attacked again. Another one says, you know, it's in my best interest, even though I'm not a Christian, I'm just going to forgive and forget and just move on. But the one person that takes a stand and actually sides with Ellie is Seth. He's like, you guys are seriously going to let people come in here, punch down our doors, kill one of our own, and just leave? What if they come back again? They're going to do it with a smile on their face and laughing. And Seth, makes his case that, they should go and kill the people responsible. And then Ellie, taking into the advice that Jesse had said to her, wrote down a speech to present to the council, and basically saying, this isn't for revenge. This is for justice. Not justice for me or Joel. It's justice for everybody. But still, the council votes 8-3 against sending out a troop with Ellie. But Ellie is still going to go. She and Dina get Seth's help in getting all of the necessary supplies and a horse so that they are able to go to Seattle on the way. And on the way, you can definitely tell, like, their relationship is starting to form. And I love the chemistry that Isabel Merced and Bella Ramsey have in the second half of the episode. I really, really love that. Of course, there was the online backlash that, came up again about Bella Ramsey not being fit for the role of Ellie, but I think she did a really good job of holding the episode down as her own in this. I really, really liked it. I really liked what she did, and her chemistry with Isabel Merced, like I said, was really, really good. They eventually do come up to Seattle after crossing paths with a group that we saw briefly, like in the middle portion of the episode, which was the Seraphites. The Seraphites are a group of people that communicate with whistles, and they are more of a religious group that follow the teachings of a prophet. I was actually very intrigued by this group, like the way that they communicate with whistles and how they understand the whistles to know, like, okay, this one means all good, this one means we're in danger. And I love the fact that we focus on a father and a daughter, much like, the comparisons with Joel and Ellie. I thought that was really, really smart. And, when Ellie and Dina pass by, they're all killed because they were taken down by the WLF. And when they get to Seattle, they start to notice it's a little quiet. Maybe there's not going to be a lot of WLF soldiers here. Well, they're in for a very rude awakening, because not only are there a lot of soldiers, but they have tanks, they have vehicles, and they are in for a very, very rude awakening in the next episode, which I think is going to be very, very interesting, to say the least. But yeah, that is my episode review for episode 3 of The Last of Us. I'm really enjoying this season so far. I'm really interested to see where all the characters kind of end up towards the tail end of this season. If I remember correctly, they are confirmed for season 3 already, so that'll be interesting to see how they kind of carry on the story into season 3. But yeah, I'm really liking it so far. But yeah, that'll be it for now, guys. Be safe out there. Make sure to not mouth kiss any people that have recently come into contact with some cordyceps, and I will see you next time.